States. And most travelers will tell you, really, there's no place like home. And there may be no place in central Indiana like the Lucas family estate in Hamilton County.
That's right. Believe it or not, the Lucases have spent months remaking the former Hilbert mansion to fit their own likes and style. Well, tonight, Forrest and Charlotte Lucas, they reveal only to Anne-Marie Tiernan what they've done with the place. Anne-Marie can't wait to get inside.
Well, you know, they are ready to host. So some background here. The estate cost $35 million to build back in the 90s. It then sat on the market for 5 years, and so the Lucases came in and bought it last year at auction for just $3 million. The new owners got a bargain on the elite estate, but here it is still all about luxury with a capital L.
Do you feel different on this front porch? You know?
Yeah.
Looking out, I mean...
Yeah, well, it's fun to look at, isn't it? It is beautiful to look at.
They bought the home last October.
Just keep looking. You're always finding something new.
And now, more than a year later, they're still getting acclimated to the massive 25,000 square foot home and 33.6 acre grounds.
The cost of living here, if you were just going to live here, would be totally impractical. The cost of maintenance of the house. So it is for sharing. Okay.
Instead of a family home, the Lucases see this as a luxurious and unique place for parties.
We kind of look at this as something of a charity, to share it with people, let charities come here and make money.
The bills have added up. The couple has a full-time staff of 5 and have spent millions more than the purchase price renovating, most of the work outside.
All the greenery here is brand new. This is all sod.
One day I looked out the window, Forrest is down on his hands and knees working with the guys that are laying the sod because they were leaving gaps, and he said, no, and he showed them how he wanted it done.
Wow. So this is the master bedroom.
The hands-on owners soon realized they needed to be on property to oversee the daily decisions. They came for one night and ended up staying for 3 months.
The place was empty for several years, so things go bad. And then all of a sudden, whoa, we got this problem, and we got that problem.
There are no structural changes inside. There's still the beautiful 2-story library and little need for the expansive his and her master closets. On Charlotte's side, she has just 5 pairs of shoes.
Can you imagine filling all of this?
No.
And during our tour, they're still searching for switches.
We even have to hunt sometimes. Okay, where's the light thing?
They're proud of some of the personal touches, like works by portrait artist Dimitri Vale.
So I picked him out because he looks just a little bit like me. And I can say, look what I did.
Their rules for decorating were simple.
I want everything made in America and very comfortable.
They researched the origin of couches and cocktail tables, all to make sure it wasn't imported, and they suggest we do the same.
We got to get some jobs going, and it's simply going to take people demanding American-made stuff.
The detailed murals overhead are intact, including the one where former owner Steve Hilbert is believed to be the inspiration. Upstairs, the bedrooms all redone, and an elevator will take you down to the party level, where there's a dance floor.
The lights are up here, the go-go lights.
There's a supersized pool table and pinball.
We tried to pick out some toys here that would kind of, most of our customers, guests, could sort of appreciate the time period.
The Lucases have hosted 5 events at the estate so far. We were there for the symphony's introduction of its new conductor, Christoph Urbanski. A perfect party after a year of work.
Do you ever look back and think, oh, what was I thinking?
There's a time or 12 there in the course of doing this in the last few months. But once people started coming in and enjoying themselves, it was all worth it. You ever want to stand on the L?
You've arrived.
The couple is still working on how to handle requests for public events and private ones like wedding. So we have put the contact information for scheduling an event at the Lucas estate at WTHR.com. And then you want to tune in tomorrow to hear what Forrest Lucas says happened after he put his name on the Colts' new stadium, his plans for the Super Bowl, and the 3 key principles he credits in part for his success. Is tomorrow here on Eyewitness News starting at 5.
You know, a few years back after the Hilberts moved out, the house was the holiday house for the fundraiser.
The Decorator
Show
Home.
That's right. And I walked through it then, but it looks like it's changed quite a bit now that it's turned into a family home once again.
Well, you know, it's not a family home. You know, they're not living there. They live in Corden. It's one of many properties that they have. But when they're in Indianapolis, they are spending the night there. And they really did want it to be comfortable. And they said it was interesting because they really wanted all the couches and everything to make people not feel like it was too uppity. Right. But then when they were having parties, no one's sitting down. They said everyone's just kind of walking around treating it like a museum. So they do want people to be comfortable, but they're glad there's no stains on the fabric.
Well, sure. You don't want that.
Yeah. And what about the pool? No water in there yet.
No, the indoor lap pool, they don't have water in there right now, but they said maybe when they close down the one outside, they may do that for the winter. But I don't know if you noticed they had palm trees out by the pool. I was very curious. They said,
like L.A.
Yeah, they're going to take those and put them in one of their warehouses over the winter. But it really did add kind of a festive
Everybody's got issues, right? Everybody's got things to think about.
It's like being in a Four Seasons out there.